when you feel like you're starting over, all right? When you feel like you're starting over, the road can be kind of difficult, all right? Right now, I'm learning to do a split, okay? I'm learning to do a split. I'm learning to come up and kick this foot out. I'm learning how to kick better. And it's difficult, You know, the transition from like lifting to fighting, the transition is difficult. Now, one thing I've learned in my own journey is that when we're starting over, we tend to look back at what was working and we consider going back. Like you consider going back to what was working, right? You know, like maybe you moved on to something new. Maybe it's a relationship. I think relationship is one of the best ways. It's like you broke up with somebody, now you're trying to find somebody new, and you think back to all the good memories you had with other person. But the truth of the matter is, if it was working, it would have ended, right? It goes with anything. Maybe your workouts, maybe what you've been doing consistently hasn't been working, and maybe you're searching for something new. I truly believe as you get older, things get more difficult to start and to stick to. Why is that? Because whatever you've been doing for a very long time, you got very used to it. So it's like second nature to you. You feel me? And so imagine going from tying your shoes to now having to solve a Rubik's Cube to tie your shoes. All right, it's a big change, right? But at one point, you couldn't tie your shoes. At one point, you had no idea how to put your shoes together, okay? At one point, you didn't know how to swim. Unless you don't know how to swim yet, then I highly recommend you learn how to swim. I was a lifeguard for 4 years, so I definitely had to learn how to swim. Maybe the gym right now. Maybe you're going to the gym right now and it's difficult for you. It's very difficult. You're not sure what to do. There's a lot of people in the gym. You feel intimidated. You go in there and you're used to doing what you normally would do. But you tried that a million times. You tried that a million times. You go to the gym, do the same thing over and over and over and over again, and then you don't get the results and then you quit. And it's a vicious cycle. Same thing with the diet. Maybe you're like, okay, I'm gonna go at it this time because I get it. You might be feeling frustrated. There's times where I feel frustrated and I'm gonna go back on my diet, or for me personally, it's work, it's business. You know, whether it's online coaching, whether it's in-person training, whether it's opening a gym. There's times where I'm like, you know what, I wanna open the biggest gym ever. And then there's other times where I'm like, no, you know what, I wanna work remotely so I can travel the world. Listen, I get it, dude, I get it. You have options. You want to do this, you want to do that, you want to do this. But here's the truth. If you don't commit to a single option, you're always going to be in the middle. And you're always going to take 1 foot here, 1 foot there, 1 foot there, 1 foot here. And so we have to commit to something, man. I get it. It's not easy. Because when you're committed to something, that means you're letting go of something else. And I believe that is the hardest part when you're starting something new, starting an endeavor, is the letting go. Because we know what we have. We know what we have. We have, at least I have a gym. At least I have a place to live. But if I want more, we have to let go of what makes us comfortable. If you have this person you like, but it's not working out, but at least you know, like if you go home, you have somebody to have sex with, or you know when you wake up, you have somebody to text. Maybe letting that go and not having somebody there like that scares you. Maybe you're like, I want to let go of this person, but what if I don't find a person? Here's the truth though. If someone told you, hey, you let go of this person, within 2 days, you're gonna find the perfect partner, you're gonna have someone that you really love, loves you back, and she's gonna meet everything you want. You'd be like, okay, bye. Right? I've seen it happen many times. I've had a boy of mine drop his ex-girlfriend for a few days, then he found his absolute dime, absolute beautiful girl, like just head over heels over this girl, but then the girl, like 2 weeks later, ended up leaving him, and he ended up going back to her. So it's just like, you see what I'm saying? So sometimes it's the options. You know, sometimes you don't have that next thing to jump to right away. Maybe the thing you want to jump to, you're not that good at it, you know, compared to the thing you were doing before. Maybe you have this job that you don't really like, it's paying your bills, but you want to go try something new. Maybe you want to become a trainer. Maybe you want to go help people work out, but you have this corporate job and it's like, oh, if I jump into this, I won't make as much money, so I won't be able to cover my bills, which scares me. Will I be homeless? You see what I'm saying? Because you're not that good at it. But if you never take the steps to get better at the thing that you want to eventually be doing, then you're never going to move. You're never going to actually improve. So you have to take it one piece at a time. This is the way I look at it. Take it one piece at a time. I've been trying to do this split, right? It's been maybe like a week into it, and I'm slowly just learning to stretch, slowly sitting in the pain, sitting in the pain, sitting in the pain, So I'm sitting there, I'm slowly stretching. Is it painful? Absolutely. I'm not gonna get it tomorrow, but if I have a long view of it, if I'm like, you know what, give me like a month and a half, and I'll get split. But if I can do a split in the next 2-3 months, I'm winning. I would have never thought I'd do a split. So if you have small little wins throughout the journey that you're trying to do, let's do health, wealth, love, and happiness. So, health, wealth, love, and happiness. With your health, all right, you know what? I'm gonna go to the gym 3 times this week, 4 times this week. I'm gonna get it in. I'm gonna go for half an hour. I'm gonna half an hour. One day I'll do chest, one day rest day, then I'll do back, then I'll do legs, whatever it might be. But make it a goal. 3 days. I can do 3 days, 30 minutes. I can do it. Okay. Health, wealth. With wealth, it's your job. When I was working for my mentor, I got fired from that job. So starting something new on my own, I made a commitment. I'm like, I am not gonna get a job. But here's where that led me to. It led me to get into a lot of credit card debt, because for the first month, I was kind of down. I lost my job of like 4 years. I don't want to get a new job. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I know for a fact I'm not gonna work for somebody. So I would spend money on my groceries with my credit card. I would pay everything with my credit card until I racked up like $5 grand in my credit card, and I couldn't pay it back. As soon as that was done, I was left with 2 options. And option number 1 is go find a job, or option number 2 is go find clients and work for yourself. So I was in the corner. I backed myself in the corner, and I had to find a way to make clients, which I ended up doing. And so sometimes you just have to limit your options. Limit your options, because sometimes you have too many options. Either you're gonna fucking go all in, or you're not gonna go all in. And again, in the beginning, expect it to be difficult. But if you have these expectations of you know what, this is what I'll do today. This is what I'll do today. I'm not gonna reach the end today. I'm not gonna be the best at it today, but I could be a little bit better today than I was yesterday. And you have to constantly give yourself that kind of feedback. Yo, you did good today. For today, I'm like, you stretched, you did your kicks today, good. Did you do more today than you did a month ago? Absolutely. You're on the right track. Sometimes you can't compare your progress to somebody else's progress. You have to compare it to your progress. So if you hit the gym twice last week, but you hit it 4 times this week, that's fucking progress. Now next week, don't fucking go backwards. You have to hit it at least 4 times next week. You see what I'm saying? And that's how you stay on track. Your meals, did you weigh your food out? I'll tell you right now, the biggest thing that can be kind of hard for you in the beginning is weighing your food out. You're going from just eating food to now getting a scale and putting your food on there and weighing it out. It's different. Not weird, not difficult. It's different. You're not used to it. But one of the biggest secrets I can give you that's helped me in my life is anytime I do something different, I tell myself this saying: every time you add something different into your life, Alex, you're gonna get a different result. And that is what keeps me going, because we're after a result. Whether your result is to get a 6-pack, whether your result is to make more money, whether your result is to cultivate a better relationship with a woman, a man, or God, whenever you add something new into your life, a new result is gonna come your way. If you start adding better communication, if you start texting your girlfriend every single day at a certain time, or doing something, or bringing her flowers every other day, that's a new habit. Something new is going to come out. If you start sitting with God every single day, reading scripture every single day, that new habit, you're going to get closer to God. If you start going to the gym 4 times instead of 3 times, you're going to add something new. So you see what I'm saying? So when you add something new into your life, you got to expect a new result come into your life. It's a new habit, new result. Same way with if you take something away. If you take away vaping, if you take away alcohol, if you take away porn, if you take away the shitty food, you're also going to replace that with something else. So when you start over, understand it will be difficult, but if you can count the progress that you're making compared to where you were a month ago, 2 weeks ago, you can realize that you can celebrate wins. You can celebrate that you're actually moving forward. So take that as a win. Hey, last week I did 2 days, this week I did 3 days. Fuck yeah. Last week I watched porn 4 or 5 times, this week I only watched it twice. Last week I didn't weigh any of my food, this week I weighed my food twice. Okay, cool, I'm getting somewhere. You see what I'm saying? So take starting over as an opportunity to remember that it's a part of the process, that they're gonna be difficult, but if you look back and realize how much progress you're actually making, that makes you happier, and that makes you it makes you wanna be more consistent, because you realize, fuck everybody else, how much progress am I making? Love you guys.